What is up, you sexy beasts? I hope you had a great week. Hope you've recovered from 24.1. And today, we're going to talk about the Tia and Ellie situation when it comes to applying for exemptions and getting exemptions approved or denied. I've had a bunch of messages this week since we found out that Tia is going to be competing over in America, so she won't be coming to the Torian Pro. She'll be doing the semi-final over there, which is great news for our girls because it means we have another spot here. But it's sad for us as spectators and fans because we don't get to see Tia over here in Australia. So why did Tia's exemption get approved but Ellie's get denied? There are a lot of upset people out there, and I understand it because we love these athletes. We're invested emotionally into these athletes, and we want what's best for them, but we also want to see them compete. And so it's just, just a bunch of things going on in our hearts, But end of the day, you have to remove the emotions and just look at the rule book. And even if you don't agree with the rule book, we have to hope that CrossFit will just follow the rules. That's what we want. Ultimately, from our governing body, from our HQ, we want them to follow the rules. And in this case, they are following the rules, even though the rule sucks. I hate that the rule's there the way it is, and I want it to change. I know Alli wants it to change as well. But the rule is that you have to reside in a country for 3 years or more for your exemption application to be considered or to be approved. Tia has been living in the United States since 2019, so well over 3 years. And so hers is simple, it's a no-brainer. Ellie has been living over in the States, I believe, for about 2.5 years. So she's about 6 months off. So by the time the games rolls around, she would have been there for 3 years. And I'm pretty confident that next year, if she applies for the exemption, it will be approved. But unfortunately, based on the current rules, Ellie has only been in the States for 2.5 years, and that is why her exemption has been denied. So even though that sucks, and I think it sucks, and I'm sure Ellie thinks it sucks, that she has to travel all the way back to Australia, even though it's very obvious that she lives there, she breathes there, she trains there, her whole life is over there. The rule book says 3 years, and she's not past the 3-year mark yet. So it's actually pretty black and white. It's not really that confusing. And so I think people are just upset because they don't understand the rule or they don't know the rule. And so they think people are just being favored because they've won the games a million times. Tia's not being favored because she's won the games. She just has been accepted based on the rules. Now, I know there are other athletes that haven't lived in the States for 3 years. In fact, they've only been there for maybe 6 months to a year, Roman Kronikov. But there are other factors that play into it. It's not just how long you've been there. There are a bunch of other factors that I haven't looked into or don't understand. But I'm trusting that CrossFit has made the fair call when it comes to Roman, for example. But I know for Roman, it's not about how long he's been there. There are other factors when it comes to his citizenship and his residency that have played into his decision. Nevertheless, it sucks that we're not going to see Tia at Torian. I'm happy that it's going to be easier for her just to stay in the States and do it. I'm happy that we will see Alli compete in front of us, but I'm sad that it's got to be hard for her with travel all the way back here. It doesn't seem fair, but the rules are the rules. And so I hope that clears it up. It's actually pretty straightforward. But who cares what I think? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think this ruling should be, or what should the rule be? How long should someone be in a country for before they can apply for a exemption? Let me know what you think's fair. I'd love to hear it. 24.1, the live announcement with Dave Castro, the long-awaited announcement. How do you think it went? I honestly think it was a bit of a shambles. It was nice to see Dave back, but they completely messed up with the Golden Barbell Award. As far as I was concerned, the Golden Barbell Award was just a community award that we would nominate people in our communities for to win. And then they added this extra layer, another Golden Barbell Award that was going to one of the elite athletes based off their performance in 3 workouts. So they did a workout the day prior to the announcement. Then they did a workout literally a few minutes prior to the announcement, and they all sandbagged it. They didn't actually go hard. They all just got the same score. And then they did the open announcement. It was so confusing to know what was going on. Heavens know who approved that. That was just a shambles. So wasn't a fan of that. They just get rid of the Golden Barbell for the elites. Get rid of that and just leave it as a special thing for the community. So that was a shambles. And then Dave looked a bit, he's either rusty or he was going for that kind of, or he was going for that look, that approach. That was just, it was messy, right? Like the writing on the board, the mushroom. I still don't know what that means. I wish Dave would do a show after all the open announcements and just go through his thought process on these clues, because just saying that is obvious doesn't help. Oh, there's a massive wasp in my garage. I tell you what, I'm on the edge with things biting me, and I'll get to that soon because I'm actually not well at the moment because something bit me. Where was I? 24.1. I think the workout's great. I think the workout's it's tough, it's appropriate. I like it. I like the evolution of the 21:15.9. I love that. But as far as the announcement goes, it was a bit shaky. But hey, it was the first one, yeah? Okay. My performance in 21.4 is non-existent because I couldn't do it. About 3 weeks ago, I got bitten by a mosquito, and that mosquito gave me what's called the Ross River virus. It's apparently pretty common in Australia and these parts of the world, like tropical parts of the world. And what it does is it attacks your joints. It's almost like a viral arthritis where your joints just ache and are inflamed and swell up. I can't shut my fingers. My knees are achy, my ankles are achy, everything is sore, my neck. And so I literally couldn't even do a burpee without feeling like my wrists are gonna break off. And so that's what I've been dealing with the last 3 weeks. I'm doing everything I can to get rid of it and to sort it out. Unfortunately, at the moment, they haven't got treatment for Ross River virus. So if you have any kind of like tips or if you know about it, let me know because I'm sick of it. Apparently 6 weeks is the average time that it lasts for most people, but I have heard stories of people struggling with it for months on end, even years on end. So really hoping and believing it won't be very long for me. But yeah, if you have any advice or any tips on Ross River virus, drop them in the comments because your boy's struggling. So yeah, for me at the moment, it's just sauna, ice bath, eat healthy. I can do a little bit of biking, but even that hurts my ankles quite a bit. So that sucks. Regardless, I'm still really enjoying the Open, watching my friends do it, documenting some of the elite athletes doing it. So having a fun time regardless. Okay, 24.2. We have found out that Seth Rollins, is that his name? Seth, WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It's cool. I mean, I don't know. Let me know if you follow the WWE. Do you know who Seth Rollins is? Is that a big deal for the Americans or for anyone else that follows the WWE? How big is this? I don't know. I think the guy's got like 5.5 million followers on Instagram, so obviously a fairly big deal. And yeah, just because I don't know him doesn't mean that it won't be great exposure for the sport. So it's very American, which is fine. But yeah, hoping 24.3 might be someone that's a bit more of a worldwide celebrity, not just an American celebrity. But I think it's cool. Overall, I think it's a great concept. And just because I don't know Seth doesn't mean that it's not a great person to do the announcement. He definitely looked animated and entertaining. So let's see how he goes this week. Let me know what you think. Who should be doing it? Do you know Seth? All those good things. That's it for today. Please get involved in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you see this video, just check if you're subscribed. A lot of people find the videos on the algorithm and watch them, but never actually subscribe. That would really help. Maybe a little like, a comment. I don't know. I don't normally ask for these things, but it all helps. So I appreciate you. Stay sexy. Keep brewing love. And I'll see you. You won't see me on the leaderboard, but I'll see you on the leaderboard for 24.2. Much love. Mwah.